turn it up on a higher level. Turn it up, we got this.
Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I have seen this video going around. I actually watched a video by Beauty and the Frizz, and I watched a video by Breezy Beauty, and I saw somebody who had a Halloween tag, but I have not watched that one. But this video is sort of a collection video of all of my Halloween themed eyeshadow palettes. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. I promise you I think I'm missing something, but if I am, that's okay, because I think this one, the ones that I'm going to show you are quite enough, and 3 of them are actually from ColourPop. But the first one that I am going to show you is the one that I used on my eyes today. And this is one from Beauty Bay. And this one is called the Dark Fantasy eyeshadow palette. And this is one of their 20 pan eyeshadow palettes. And it looks like this, definitely with the greens and the purples and like the black glitters, and it does not necessarily have any orange in it, but the green and the purple for me is enough to make it feel like a Halloween palette. And it made me do a green and purple eye today. Let me see if I can zoom in and show you what I attempted to do anyway for a green and purple Halloween eyeshadow look. So this one, as far as I know, is still available on beautybay.com. I think this is their newest palette actually. So that's one. And actually I said I had 3 from ColourPop. I have 4 from ColourPop, so we'll save ColourPop for last. I have 1 from Nomad Cosmetics, and this is the one that they came out with last year for Halloween, and it is called Haunted Europe. And you can see the little shift here with the lady, but it is a dark, smoky looking type of palette. This palette actually, I mean, this would go into the fall category as well, if you ask me, because you have your browns and your golds and your oranges and your greens. It looks like they kind of separated, like you have your sort of warm side over here and your sort of cool side over here. And this, I think this is one of their larger palettes. Unfortunately, I do not think this palette is available anymore. I think they cleared it out. It, I believe, was discounted and then cleared out. So this one is no longer available, but very nice palette. I think this is one of my favorites from Nomad Cosmetics, is this Haunted Europe palette. Alright, so if you don't know anything about me, I have like a weakness for Coke, but now mostly Diet Coke. So you may see a Diet Coke in a video. Don't be surprised. The next one is actually from a new brand for me, and this is a collaboration between Doodles by the Bunny and Gourmand Girls, or is it Gourmande Girls? And this is their Spooked palette. I have not had a chance to get my fingers and brushes into this palette yet, but every shade that you would ever want for Halloween is in here. Your greens, your oranges, your purples, your browns. They have some shades in here that look like they would be super metallic. I do not want to swatch this right now, but it is calling me to swatch it. So we are going to swatch this shade called Bloody, and it's this shade right here. And it just, when you look at it, it looks like it's going to be really soft, and it is. It almost feels delicate, but that is the shade Bloody. And then this is the shade Pumpkin, and this one looks like an orange with sort of silvery blue It's definitely like a duo or multi-chrome shade. And you can barely see that on my hand, but you can see the shine. And I probably put it on the wrong hand. I can definitely see it in person. It's actually more of a topper shade as I'm looking at it. But that is the Gourmand Girls Spooked palette. So I can't wait to get my fingers and brushes into this. The plan this week, I guess that's sort of what my makeup basket is going to be, is to use these Halloween palettes, because I have not used any of them yet, and Halloween is next Monday. So we're going to move on. I have two other Halloween palettes from an indie brand, and these are the collaboration with Batty Bean and Shroud, and it is the Halloween palette in the It's Freaking Bats palette. And I am going to open up the newest one, which is the Halloween. And you can see I kind of swatched this shade already. This shade, when I look at the shade from my end, it looks like a dark goldish bronzy brown, but it shifts to like a red shade. I am going to swatch that for you. And when I swatch it, I can kind of see some green, and let me swatch it on my hand. Yeah, I can see some green and a little bit of a peachy gold, or I mean, this is a multi-chrome, but this, you can kind of see the shift when I do my hand like that. But this one is beautiful. And do I keep throwing my paper towel away? What did I do with it? I need to be able to wipe my fingers off here. So I am super interested in that shade. That shade is called Black Flame, and then they have one called Afterlife, which is this one that I just dug my fingers into, which is a deep sort of bronzy orange. I don't know, my it's pretty whatever it is, but my descriptions are terrible. Then you have Woodsboro. What is Woodsboro from? Is that, what horror movie is that from? That sounds familiar. But it's a brighter orange shade, really pretty. And then I'm only swatching like the shimmery ones. They have one called Ghoulish, and it is one of those duochromes that looks white, but when you put it on your skin, it looks like a greenish color, and it is coming up like white on screen here. But yeah, you can sort of see the shift when I do it that way. But yes, I can't wait to use this. And yes, so that is the Halloween palette. I'm actually going to throw the box away. And then the next one is the original collab with, I forgot her name. Her name is not Batty Bean. I can't remember what her real name is. Betty Jean. And that's the It's Freaking Bats palette. And it looks like this, really pretty. And I have heard that the two of them are made to go together, but they are completely different to me. The newer one has 4 shimmers. This one has 5 shimmers and 4 mattes. But I am gonna, the one that jumps out to me the most is the shade Apparition. So I'm gonna swatch that first, and I am assuming that this is a duochrome. Oh, it is very pretty. It is. So it's like a purple, but I can also see a little bit of like a soft gold in it. Really pretty. And then the one called Handbook is this pretty sort of lime green shimmer. Really pretty. Doing this video is going to take forever. I need to speed up. Then you have the shade Sam. Forgive me that I don't know what some of these references are, but this is Sam. And you have Grim, which is sort of a teal color, and we will swatch. Oh my god, that one completely took me by surprise. This is gorgeous. And then you have the shade Zero. Zero kind of reminds me of that shade Apparition. not the same, but it's just something a little special to it. And that is that one. So only swatching the shimmers today. So that is the It's Freaking Bats. And that one was actually released and restocked this year also. I'm not sure if it's still available. The next ones and the last ones that I'm going to show you are from ColourPop. 3 of them are the Hocus Pocus palettes, which 2 of those are no, one of them is no longer available, and that's the original one, but they did bring it back last year, and that is the Gather Round Sisters. And I think of all of the Halloween ColourPop palettes, this one is my favorite because when you open it, it doesn't really look Halloween to me at all. It looks more like a fall palette. But that is Gather Round Sisters. Really pretty. And I did get a backup of this one because it was my favorite. And then the one that they came out with last year is also from the Hocus Pocus collection. And this one is called The Witching Hour. So you see you still have your Sanderson sisters on the front of this one. And this is a smaller palette. I never even used this one, but because I am sometimes a completionist depending on the collection, I picked this one up. This one sort of has color stories going in sort of columns here that I can definitely see. But I mean, I wasn't as impressed with that second one as I was with the first one, but still had to pick it up. And then the newest one is called All Hallows Eve, and it looks like that, and that is inside of the box. And when you take it out of the box, it looks like this. And this is what the inside looks like, and I have to show you the whole thing because the artwork on these is amazing, and that's what makes me purchase these because I'm like a sucker for packaging. But that is the color story. This color story is indeed an improvement from the one from last year, but like the one from last year, you can see if you go in like columns here, you have complete eyeshadow looks. So that I think was a good idea on ColourPop's part to make it easy for somebody to not just look at this and say, what the hell am I going to do? They gave you complete looks in this eyeshadow palette. And the last one is sort of a toss between Halloween and Christmas. And I say that because it is the Nightmare Before Christmas Halloween palette from ColourPop. And that is the artwork on this. And then it has the little stripes here. This is what the box looks like. And the box has like glitter on it. So does the palette. And then it looks like that on the back. And then this is what the color story is. It is pretty. It is pretty. It is a little pink heavy, but it's pretty. Nice and cool for the winter, and you have that bright orangey sort of shade right there, but it's pretty. As you can see, I have not touched it yet, but it's pretty. That was the completionist in me needing to have a sort of Halloween themed palette from ColourPop, even though I'm not sure if it came out for Halloween or for Christmas. When I did get the Halloween palette, I did get the one that came with the little enamel pen set. So you have the Betty Bean, and you have the pumpkin, and you have a coffin pen. So these are cute also. Nice little extra. But that is it, you all. That is my Halloween eyeshadow palette collection. I think I have a decent sized collection. I honestly don't think I need another eyeshadow palette for Halloween, considering there's such a small amount of time that you can, well, I mean, you can use them any time of the year. I won't say that. You can use them anytime you want to, but it's best for this time of year because of the colors that they put in here. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I was closing up this palette. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you are already subscribed, please make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I have a new video coming out. Have a great day, and may your day be as flawless as your makeup.